he's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Set, 3-19.
Now Glennon. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, a 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Green 39! Green 39!
Glennon. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Taylor. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Here we go. 319! 319!
Back to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Taylor. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff looking right. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Leopard! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
No. Check. Patriot! Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Telvin Smith. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15 he goes. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number one.
Gun!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Glennon now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll set up a throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Allen has it left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Glennon. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Keelan Cole now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, punch right. Hey, let's go, trip front.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a give to Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them backward in not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
All right, let's count them up. 3 plays. 3 first downs. Hard to be more efficient than that on offense. And I have to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator, because right now, I'll guarantee you the head coach is standing right next to him or is talking to him on the headset and saying, hey, what are we going to do to slow these guys down? And the defensive coordinator is frantically looking at his play sheet and trying to come up with something. I don't know if they're coming with more pressure, with different zone defense, some type of a combination, but something has to change.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. Powers through him. They find some open field here. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Glennon. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Bailey now to kick this one away. To return it now, here's King. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry now for Yeldon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Down right around the 25. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Telvin Smith in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. This is Fournette. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.